Yes, people, good evening. Welcome back to AIM Sports for another live show. We got Beyond the Ball today with myself and Josh. Welcome back, bro. I mean, obviously we were supposed to do it on Tuesday, but obviously, we had other commitments, but it's all good. We're back. At least we got some content out for you guys now. But Josh, welcome back, bro. How you been, man? And talk.
Well, up until Arsenal lost to Spurs early today, UK time, I was doing quite well. Naturally, I'm on a bit of a Debbie Downer at the minute, but hopefully we sign Eze and all will be cool until Arteta throws it away again. But anyway, we're back. Apologies for missing Tuesday, family commitments and whatnot, but we're back again, and we will continue to be back again until the season starts. Where, based on today's evidence, I will probably have to go into hiding after match week 1 at Old Trafford.
I hear it, bro. I hear it. Make sure you guys on your way and slap the likes. It is August where I am. 19 minutes past August, so happy August to every single person on the planet, especially my pal. His name is August. I have a pal called August. His name is born today. It's not the month. It's actually a person called August. So big up to him every single time. He doesn't watch my channel, but big him up anyways. But make sure you guys, obviously, let's get the channel to 375 subs. At least 375 will do. We're literally 2 subs away from that. And big up to Mr. Joshy J every single time. Make sure you guys
There we
sub
go.
to his channel. That's a good name, isn't it,
What a
Josh?
name! What a name!
What a name. What a name. Lovely name. But guys, slap the likes, hit subscribe. And let's get on with the show, man. Obviously, we've got preseason going so far. United, I've spoken about the United game already. We beat Everton 2-1. Sorry, Everton.
West Ham.
West Ham 2-1. We drew against Leeds 0-0. Felt like an away game, but it was a neutral draw 0-0. And then we slapped Bournemouth 4-1. I can't lie. Our preseason so far has been quite impressive. Like, I know I'm not a huge fan of the United squad, but so far so good. So far so good. I can only give credit to the team where it's due. Like, we're playing some good football. But we'll get into that in a bit. But Arsenal, obviously, I know you wanted to touch on Arsenal. Last minute, we wanted to add preseason in this. But talk to me about Arsenal, man. I know you want to say something about the NLD in Hong Kong. In Hong Kong, I should say.
Anyway,
Gotta use the Thai way of saying it. Hong Kong.
fair enough.
Come on, bro.
Well, basically, Akavan, I mean, you talk about your pre-season's been pretty good so far. Ours hasn't been terrible. We beat Watford 2-0 behind closed doors. We beat AC Milan 1-0. And then we beat Newcastle 3-2,
Right.
which, was pretty topsy-turvy, very physical and whatnot. And then we lose to Spurs earlier today. And obviously, when you win football games, you can mask over the performance. But when you lose, it's natural to be introspective regarding the performance.
Yeah.
And for me, the core thing I want to touch upon is it doesn't matter who we sign. At the end of the day, the coaching is going to stay the same. Based on our friendly so far, absolutely nothing has changed from last season. Absolutely nothing. Um, we're still heavily reliant on the right hand side. We're heavily reliant on Saka taking on a player, and if he can't take on a player, Ben White's had to overlap. Odegaard is constantly staying on the right. Martinelli is completely isolated on the left hand side. Declan Rice is constantly having to push forward. Fuck off.
They're so tin.
No.
They're so tinpot. They're so shameless. Honestly, they're so shameless.
First ever North London derby outside the UK as well. But
What is it? What is it?
yeah, first ever, and we fucking lost. But like I was saying, Saka right hand side. If he can't take anyone on, Ben White has to overlap. Odegaard's consistently staying on the right hand side, trying these overly obnoxious passes. Declan Rice always being our furthest midfielder forward. Martinelli completely isolated on the left. Lewis Skelly always inverting. It is the same old shit. There's no adaptability to this manager's game. He's refused to change for over a year now, and it's clear that it's not working. It's not working whatsoever. And like I said before, Rakovan, it is just a whole culmination of last season that got brought up again. Playing
Yeah.
that type of football gets you 14 draws in the
Good.
season. Playing that type of football gets you slapped up by Newcastle over 2 legs. That type of football makes you crash out of the FA Cup to a shitty Manchester United side. I'm sorry, Akavan, but it has to be said.
I say worse things than you, bro. Shitty's an understatement.
But you know what I mean? He's refusing to adapt. And
yeah.
I mean, I guess the best phrase I can use is deja vu. You know what's going to happen. You know how it's going to play out.
But it's predictable, isn't it?
Predictable. Very, very predictable. And it just does my fucking head in. And you wonder why I've got a receding hairline at the age of 20. Watching this fucking club week in, week out, it's disgusting, honestly. And honestly, Akavan,
I love the way you said that. I'm sorry.
You know what I mean? Is it any fucking wonder when I have to watch this shit?
Bro.
Genuinely. I'm in pain, bro. Honestly.
I understand the pain, bro, honestly, because I aged like that when I watched Man United for so many years, bro. I'm aged, don't worry. I'm aged worse.
I don't know if you have, mate. I'm going to be full on balls by the time I'm 21, thanks to Mikel Arteta. Genuinely. And like I say, Akavan, I keep talking about Eze. We're linked with Leao. We're linked with Rodrigo. We're linked with Jamie Gittins.
I think Leao is the right guy for you.
You know, and we've signed Victor Gyökeres, but Gyökeres only got 13 minutes and he only had 2 touches of the ball. For me, it doesn't matter who we sign. Fundamentally, this manager is shit.
You watch him play that left-hand side. I promise you he's going to play on the left wing. I promise you. This Arteta's going to play him on the left wing. I can just see it. And he plays Havertz up top. I can see it, bro. And I'm sorry. I just don't understand that. Why is Arteta not giving him minutes? How many games has he been here for now? It's like his second game already. Gyökeres.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he only had a few training sessions, but still, that's not the point. You've played Saka for 77 minutes in a pre-season friendly in a game where you can make unlimited subs. Guess what happens? He's down injured again. Trossard, who we're trying to sell in order to bring in an Eze or a Leao, he's injured now, so we can't sell him.
Saka's injured.
Well, he went down and there's fear of injury, but apparently he might be all right. But that's not the point.
3-4 weeks to go. I think you should be. Actually, still about 2 weeks to go.
But still, that's not the point. The fact is, it's a pre-season friendly. You're allowed to make unlimited subs. And yet, the same players that you grind down week in, week out are still playing the majority of the minutes. What's that all about? Why is Saka playing 77 minutes in a pre-season friendly? As much as I dislike him as a player, why is Havertz playing 77 minutes? He's just got back from a hamstring surgery. Why is he getting forced out there as well?
Yeah.
Trossard, we're going to struggle to sell him anyway. It's going to be even worse if he has carried that knock. I mean, it's just nonsense, absolute nonsense, Akavan. It's the same old crap, and nothing's going to change. We're not going to win anything this season. It's going to be a carbon copy of what we've seen for the previous 6 years. And I hope you fucking enjoy it, because you know sure as shit we're going through for this.
Oh, bro, I got worse over here. Trust me, I got much worse over here. Even though our preseason results have been good, I'm not gonna lie and say we're back. We're not back. We need a striker. We need a striker.
Well, you might be getting Tesco.
Sorry, go on. It's okay.
You might be getting Sesko.
I hope so, because you know what it is. I told Rasta this morning. It's kind of like a butterfly effect. If we sign Sesko, that prevents Isak from going to Liverpool. So we have to do that. We must go for Sesko. People don't realize how important the Sesko signing is. It doesn't strengthen Liverpool unless Newcastle end up selling Liverpool and end up signing a striker, or end up signing Wissa or Watkins instead of us. They ain't selling Isak up until they manage to find a replacement for Isak. Because if we get Sesko, Newcastle are in trouble. We could delay this till the last minute of the transfer window, and Newcastle could absolutely shit their pants of who they're going to sign. We could delay this to the absolute last day of the transfer window, and it would be the best tactic I've seen United play, preventing Liverpool from signing Isak. Imagine we do that. Just do that. I know we need a striker big time, But if we sign Sesko on deadline day, I'm all for it. Just to prevent Liverpool from getting Isak. Seriously. Genuinely. Just to prevent them from getting Isak, I will do anything, whatever it takes.
I think Isak to Liverpool is inevitable, though. Have you heard he's training with Real Sociedad?
I know, but at the same time,
because he's gone AWOL.
Then they can't sell. Because they can have all the money in the world, but if they don't have a replacement, it's curtains for them. What are they going to do? Are they going to play Harvey Barnes? Are they going to play Gordon up top? I mean, they could go for Semenyo. They could go for Cliver. They could go for someone from Bournemouth or another player from Bournemouth, or go for Wissa or Watkins. You know, they're all free. Or even Chris Wood's available. Might as well go for Chris Wood. Forrest would sell if they offer the right money. He's gone, genuinely. But big up to you, Moss Sports. Hope you're well, man. Arsenal fan in the chat. What's up in sports?
Good man.
Last night. Then up late for Hong Kong early Arsenal match. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you. Make sure you guys.
You shouldn't have bothered, mate. You should not have bothered.
Make sure you guys go sub to Moss Sports as well, please, people. Make sure you guys go sub to him. Trying to get used to one another and get going now. 2 Emirates Cup matches. You got Benfica and who's the other one?
Villarreal and Benfica, if I'm not mistaken. But like I said, the tactics are the same. This is the thing with pre-season. I'm not too concerned about the result. I'm concerned about the performance. And the performances are the exact same. That got us 14 draws last season. That got us knocked out of every competition last season. It's going to be. It just feels like deja vu. It's like banging your head against a wall. And there are still a large percentage of people in this fan base that don't see that this manager is not it. You know how competently I'm speaking, and it's not even August yet, UK time. And yet I still know exactly how this season is going to fucking go. We're going to start off fairly strongly. We might win at Old Trafford. We'll beat Leeds. We'll probably have a draw at Anfield. But at the end of the day, it's all going to lead to nothing.
Arsenal fans shitting their pants about the Old Trafford game now for some
reason. Broski, I'm shitting my pants about it, but I would not be like. I don't think we'll lose. I think it will be a draw. But like I said, I can see how the season is going to go. It's going to be the same old Akabin. We start off fairly strongly. We look kind of promising. Get knocked out of the Carabao Cup early, but we have bigger fish to fry, so we won't worry about that. We progress through the Champions League phase, right? Whether in the top 8 or not. So we've got the money there. Whoop-de-fucking-do. We get knocked out of the FA Cup early wearing the shitty white kit. We start falling off by the wayside. We go 3 or 4 games without a win in a row. Yeah, we look promising in the Champions League and then end up getting knocked out. And then we lose a crucial Premier League game that completely knocks the stuffing out of us. And then we lose another one and another one. And then it's the same old shit. And then we better build for next year. It's the same thing over and over again.
And you go on a losing drought in December, January as well. That's what Arteta does.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
Akavin, I want you to clip up exactly what I just said here.
I will.
And save it for future reference, okay? Like you remember Cameron, right?
Minute 12 or minute 11. I remember minute 11. This video will be there.
No, sweet. Like you remember Cameron, right? He's appeared on a lot of tennis streams on this channel. Mad Arsenal fan. I love the fact how passionate and supportive he is of the club, yeah. But it's delusional. He was talking about how Arteta's going to win at least 2 trophies this year. He said Arteta, not Arsenal, by the way, his exact language, Arteta is going to win 2 trophies this season. Guess what I did? It was on Snapchat, I saved it in chat, and I saved my message, my reply in chat, saving for April 2026. Because by April 2026, we're going to be knocked out of the Carabao Cup, or when we won't have won the Carabao Cup, we would have been knocked out of the FA Cup, we would have been knocked out of the Champions League, and we would have fallen by the wayside in the Premier League title race. We might be in a top 4 race by then. I guarantee it. Anyway, if anyone's in chat and they're good at clipping up, clip this up. I would love nothing more to be wrong and we actually win a trophy this season, but I just can't see it under this manager. Genuinely. No matter who he signs.
Kadin looked good, slow. Victor got to get done. I think it means Eze done, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I know. I understand. I understand your point. But how was Gyökeres? He was quiet. Didn't really do much?
Well, I mean, this is the thing, Akabin. The majority of forwards that play football on this planet are going to be as starved as Gyökeres was in his cameo. He played 13 minutes, not including injury time, and he had 2 touches of the ball. 2 touches.
2 touches of the ball.
He is getting starved, right? He is.
It's because of
Mate,
creativity.
there's what creativity is there? If Saka can't beat his man, what do we have? The amount of crosses that we throw into the box
Yeah.
are completely nonsensical. We don't even score from corners anymore, and we should have conceded a few from corners against Spurs today. We don't score
Spurs,
from corners.
by the way, Spurs are awful at corners and at defending corners as well. So
Exactly. Although I think under Thomas Frank they have, improved defensively and whatnot. It couldn't have got any worse under Ange.
we can't judge for sure, but I
Yeah.
hear you.
But honestly, Akoven, April 2026, I'm going to sit on this channel and I'm going to tell you to your face, what did I say to you? UK time, 34 minutes past 6, Thursday the 31st of July 2025. What have I previously said on stream about how Arsenal season's going to go? And then we'll recite it. We might even play it on stream once I cast my computer onto the stream in April 2026. And we're going to see exactly what I said. And it is all going to come into fruition. Because under this manager, every fucking little thing comes into fruition. Everything. Everything. Nothing's going to change. It's another season trophy for this. I guarantee it. And you might think, oh, it's a pre-season result. No. Look at the performance. Look at what you've seen over the last 6 years. What is realistically going to change? Nothing.
It's not conceding 2 goals against Newcastle. Newcastle are a good side, especially with the defense you have, midfield balance that you have. You shouldn't be conceding 2 goals to Newcastle without Isak.
Let's not forget, even regarding conceding the 2 goals, 2 of the 3 goals we scored, one of them was a penalty, the other one was an own goal.
Right.
So, this manager cannot coach an attacking team, in my opinion. Well, it's not that he can't coach it, but he can't break down mid blocks. He can't break down low blocks, especially. Right. Look at the type of teams. Look at the caliber of teams that we drop points to each and every season. West Ham, Newcastle, Bournemouth, whoever else is there, Fulham especially. All mid block type of teams, all overtly physical teams that we cannot break down. Who end up nabbing the goal or 2 off us, and we're done. Absolutely done. We cannot score against them. Why, after 6 years on the job, can you not work it out? I have no doubt that a team with Saka, Zubimendi, Gyökeres, even Martinelli, even Havertz to an extent, Ødegaard, Gabriel and Saliba in your backline, alongside Lewis Skelly and Timber, and even Ben White, who I highly rate. These players would be able to get over the line under a serious manager. Under a manager that has won stuff in the game before and has the experience of getting over the line. I guarantee you, with the caliber of players that we do have, a manager with a proven track record would get us over the line.
It should be enough. I hear your point because, look, I mean, Arsenal squad. I said it already. You need a left winger. I've been saying this. You need a left winger and maybe a central player, because Ødegaard is gonna duck out of tackles. It's a World Cup year, and you've got players. You look at the bench to your starting 11. Look at the quality. Look at the difference in quality as well.
Honestly.
So this is why I think you need a lot more signings, and I don't think you're done. I think you need another midfielder, and I think you need a left winger. I think whether it's Rafael Leao, whether you want to play Eze out there, whether you want to make Eze a midfielder or play him in the middle, whatever it is, and sign a left winger, that's fine. I don't think Arsenal are complete, and I think Chelsea. And I might be crazy to say this, but I think Chelsea at the moment, their squad looks better than yours right now. I know Gyökeres is signed, but I'm not. But I don't. But I just think Chelsea, the fact that they just won the Club World Cup, and people can laugh at the Club World Cup all they like, but Chelsea won the Champions League to get there, so nobody should be laughing at Chelsea. They just beat the best team in the world, PSG, in my opinion. PSG were the best team in the world. They still are. Forget the Club World Cup performance. They are still the best team in the world. The Chelsea fucking put them in a spliff. They put them in a spliff, and and they also won the Conference League. I know Conference League isn't like the be all end all cup, but still, come on. Chelsea have won a couple trophies. and they've strengthened the squad so much to the point where I'm thinking, wow, they're definitely. Do you know what it is? I actually put them above Man City. Genuinely, I actually think Chelsea are. I think Chelsea are better than Man City going into the season. I think there's a chance that they could finish above Man City, unless Pep fixes his crap, because substitutions still a bit, you know, get I would say. I mean, hearing a lot of City fans saying Pep's making substitutions, Pep confusing and this and that. In the Club World Cup, we've seen it with against Al Hilal, what happened and how Pep lost the game and all this stuff. So this is why I'm saying maybe Man City still are, trying to gel. It's a new team. They signed Rangers, they signed Turkey, they signed they signed who else did they sign? I'm sure, but anyways, where they signed, they made some good signings anyway. So it's a new team ready to gel. This is why I still think Man City might take one more year, and then next year they'll go back to challenging again. I think City are challenging. Don't get me wrong. I think they're competing for the league. But do I think they're better than Chelsea and Liverpool? No, I don't think so. And people might call me crazy, but I just don't think so at the moment.
Well, I will have to disagree on that. I personally believe. I mean, Man City, they're always going to be there. As long as you have Pep Guardiola, as long as you have Erling Haaland up front with the attacking talent of Mamouche and Phil Foden, and I mean, Doku looked great during the Club World Cup.
Not denying that.
I mean, yeah, exactly. I think Man City will be there. I understand your point. Like I said, I don't think Arsenal are really doing anything. I think Liverpool are the team to catch. Will Chelsea do it? I don't know. I fucking hope they don't. I have no rationale before or against them.
I think it's 4 teams competing for the league this year.
We say that every year, don't we? And it turns out being Liverpool or City more often than not.
I remember 2021, 2022, we had United, City, Liverpool, Chelsea, top 4, and then all fell apart. But like you mentioned, I agree. City will always be thereabouts. I think City will always be in the mix, but I think next year they'll win. I don't think they'll win it this year. Do I think City will? Do I think City are a strong team? 100%, 100% they're a strong team. Do I think they'll win it this year? No. Well, I think Liverpool might do it this year again.
I feel like we are basing a lot. I feel we're using a lot of these assumptions based on the fact that they had a horror season last year for their standards. One winning 13, finishing third, losing the FA Cup final.
I think Pep's kind of making some weird kind of like moves as well. Don't forget.
Yeah, to be fair, I just feel like normal service will be resumed next season. I think that's the quote I'm looking for. Normal service will be resumed. They'll win near on week in, week out. Yeah. They'll be right up there challenging again, and I wouldn't be surprised if they do win it. At the end of the day, it's what we said on the last stream, isn't it? Football isn't played on paper. Liverpool have Ekitike, Liverpool have Isak soon. They have Florian Wirtz, they have Jeremy Frimpong, Salah, Gakpo, whatever. Doesn't guarantee them the league title. Doesn't guarantee them the league title. And I think I said this a stream or two ago. I mean, Man City, they had 1 win in 13 games in the Premier League. At the end of the day, they only finished 13 points behind Liverpool, which is a 4 wins and a draw. The gap isn't as big as you may think it was. Just remember that.
Sorry to interrupt you earlier, by the way. I know you want to finish your points.
No, it's fine.
Do you have any points to finish before we move on?
No, it's just under Arteta, Arsenal are never going to win anything.
I hear you. I agree. I think Arsenal are looking at another trophy this season. But this is what I said last stream. I think if you sack Arteta, your squad is ready for the next manager anyway, in my opinion. It's ready for the next manager. It's ready for the next manager to take on and go and win. People are shitting their pants over, but who's going to do better? Well, really and truly, if the next manager comes in and you're all of a sudden back within touching distance of the title, that's already better in 1 year. So that's already slightly better than Arteta, who took 5 years. So
don't worry, we've got Madueke to play left wing though, so we might win something this year, Akron. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he's a secret genius and he's finally got the Chelsea player he needs. I don't know.
I hear it. I like the Sesko ceiling. Sesko would be good. Rasmus header last night. Yeah, it was a good header. Good cross by Dorgu. It was a right foot cross, and more than with the finish. Big up to Shaba every single time. Another Arsenal fan. Another Arsenal fan. Big up to you, bro. Useless Spurs solo win.
If they're useless, then what the fuck are we?
That's just what it is. Sunderland, Xhaka coming from Newcastle. Maybe. Newcastle
Didn't they sign Guhi, how do you say it? Guhi from Chelsea as well on loan? Sunderland. Guru. I can't say it properly.
Guyu.
That's it, Guyu. That's
Guyu, yeah.
like Englishman tongue. I can't pronounce properly.
Yep.
But yeah, they're building a serious squad.
They are. Not Belay. Adingra. They just signed. What's his name again? Xhaka.
Yeah.
They made some. Hey, if Sunderland stay up, hey, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if they stay up this year. Genuinely, don't be surprised if they scrape 16, 17. Genuinely don't be.
I'm looking forward to our visit to the Stadium of Light. It's going to be a tough one.
Imagine Sunderland versus Leeds relegation fight, and Sunderland beat Leeds. I'll throw a party if that happens. I don't care. I'll share.
Right. One thing I will tell you, Akevin. Granit Xhaka 30-yard screamer against Arsenal at the Stadium of Light, late November, under the lights.
That would be fun. Do you know what? I actually see them beating us as well, with Granit Xhaka scoring the winner, 2-1 Sunderland. I just have a feeling it's going to happen.
He scored against you a few times with us. Hopefully he does it again.
He scored some lucky-ass goals, though, I can't lie. Some really lucky deflections, though, and some wind. Bro, the wind blew the ball into the net. They're past David De Gea. I'm like, how does that go in? Of all the shots he's taken against us, man.
What about the one that deflected off Herrera's back? Was it Herrera?
Yeah, that one that went all in the air and bounced in. And the Welbeck scored seconds later. I'm like, yeah, shut the TV, fucking hell. I'm done. But we ended up winning the Europa League a few weeks later, so I'm okay. And then you won the FA Cup, so that was a good season for both of us, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. No.
Well, I mean, up until that moment.
Yeah, in terms of adding trophies to the cabinet, yeah. But when you lose 10-2 in the Champions League, you can't class it as a good season.
Oh, you play Bilbao actually, not Villarreal. Bilbao.
I think we played Villarreal and Bilbao.
You played?
If I'm not wrong.
Wait, you played? How many games you played? 3 games.
I think we played Villarreal and Bilbao. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's how it goes. I think we played Villarreal first. Yes.
Just Bilbao. Yeah, sorry, but I'm bringing it up. Arteta's still not learning how to break the low block. Yeah.
Exactly what I said with the likes of West Ham, Newcastle, Fulham.
That's why he's doing that corner strategy shit. Because that's how you break low blocks, and it is what it is.
A good portion of our season relied on set pieces last year. Do you know how embarrassing that is?
How much the amount of percentage that the camera was shown on the set piece coach. The amount of times last season was crazy, and then you had him as a mural outside the Emirates. I'm like, where's Lauren? Where's Bergkamp? Where's Henri? Where's Seaman?
As soon as that mural was painted, we stopped scoring set piece goals. You couldn't write it. You genuinely couldn't write it.
I remember that, and we scored a free kick against you as well. We scored a free kick.
But the wall was 11.6 yards away. Oh, shut up, man. Fuck off. Just fuck off. They're fucking wankers, man.
Your fans are hilarious. With Martinelli and Trossard, the season will be the same. I mean, look, Trossard, I think he's a good player, but you should move him on now.
Honestly, watching Martinelli play football is the equivalent of banging your head against the wall repeatedly.
I'm sorry, he's been absolutely awful since last season. I've not seen him in preseason, but I'm sorry, he looks absolutely.
I absolutely love him, but I think it's time to accept the 22-23 season was a fluke or a spike in his performances.
I think the season before, for a short period of time, was also quite good. I think the season before, the 23-24, I thought for a short period of time he was quite good as well, Martinelli. I know it was quite good for a short period of time. Defense can win, and now got a gun my defense Odegaard. Yeah.
What Odegaard balls, man? what Odegaard passes? I'm not trying to have a go at you, of course. It's just Odegaard is not the creative spark that we made him out to be. Not at all. His entire remit is passing to Saka and hoping Saka conjures up something out of the blue.
Not worried.
That is literally his job in the team, alongside leading the press or whatever bollocks they come up with Same with Havertz. Oh, but he presses well
Isn't
and he wins his duels. Is he a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh player? I don't
isn't
care about winning duels. Fucking score me goals.
isn't Odegaard the one that leads the press?
Oh, mate, honestly, I don't care at this point. It doesn't matter. The press never works anyway. What's the point?
Not worried. FA Cup and Champions League are incoming. I like the positive.
I like the optimism in chat. I can only commend you guys.
Deluded with Arteta. We might win one, but it won't matter. Not delusional. Been Arsenal since your dad was young. 83, 84, gotta believe. I will remember. Nah, nobody's delusional in the chat. It's your opinion at the end of the day. If you feel optimistic, feel optimistic. It's okay. No one's saying you have no right to feel optimistic, bro. Norgard Rice isn't where we need to be. Always it seems. What do you think of this? Norgard and Declan Rice didn't work.
Well, I mean, obviously it's only been one game, but whenever Norgard's going to be in the midfield, it's not going to be a pleasure to watch, is it? At the end of the day, this is a 31-year-old player whose career highlights getting promoted with Brentford. He's not exactly, he's not exactly going to get you off your seat, is he? He's another stopgap signing. At the end of the day, we're in phase 7 and we're still signing backups to backups. We're still signing fucking Norgards and Chelsea rejects. And the defender is hardly ever going to play. Like, what's the point?
Isn't it phase 6? Arteta joined towards the end of December 2019.
Oh, it doesn't matter what phase he's in. Phase bullshit, phase fake, phase 1984. You can't have an opinion on it, otherwise you're terrible as a fan.
But what do you think of Zubi and Zubimendi and then Norgard?
Well, Zubimendi, he's an upgrade on Party, based on what I've seen so far. Or better based on how Party performed last year. I don't really know what to say, to be honest. I mean, let's just see how it goes when it matters. When we do turn up to Old Trafford, and it will be a Zubimendi, Rice, Odegaard midfield. Let's see how they perform then. That's when it matters,
Football is surprises, so you never know, something might change. Hey, bro, listen, we could beat you at Old Trafford. That's the surprise.
Is it a surprise, though?
No. Actually, yes, it is, because I don't expect us to win.
We've won at Old Trafford 8 times since 1990.
But we're not a good team, though, bro. We're an awful team.
Yeah, you were 17th last year when we escaped with a draw. You should have been out of sight.
We were 15th, I think, last year. We were 15th, and then we went down to 17th. After that,
okay.
Draw, I think.
But you see what I mean? Arsenal always struggle at Old Trafford. Always struggle. Joshy J says it best. He's just not elite. He can't get over the line. And obviously that is my opinion, but that's based on what I've seen over the last 6 years.
We will still have FA Cup to win in April 26th. If he wins the FA Cup, is that enough to keep him in the job, though?
Honestly, Akavin after 6 years and £900 million spent, you would expect more than an FA Cup. But one thing I've always said is, obviously, the aim of football is trophies, and the FA Cup is a trophy. I mean, if he wins the FA Cup, then yeah, at the end of the day, you've finally done your job. So get rewarded with another season. And if you fail to win anything that season, you've got to go. Although I think he should go anyway. He should have been sacked after losing to Burnley in December 2020. He should have been sacked after last season after winning fuck all again.
Big up to you, bro. It's just preseason results don't matter, but Arsenal needed a left winger as much as they needed a striker for the past 2 seasons. Agreed.
No, yeah, Monkey's correct with the results, but it's the performances that are worrying me and what really pissed me off today.
He's saying try Max Darwin on the left at this point. I mean,
try Akavin down the left at this point. It can't be any worse than Martinelli.
Hey, listen, I'd love to play on the left hand side. You know what I mean? But that Max Darwin, though. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
No. What were you gonna say? Forget what I was saying. Max Darwin. I mean, he's only 15, so obviously I don't want to put too much attention on him. 15. 16 in December the 31st, 2009, he was born. At the end of the day, he looks like an elite talent, but let's just keep it grounded.
Wasn't Nwaneri 15 years old when he made his debut or something?
Yeah, he was. And look how poor he's looked in pre-season. At the end of the day, I understand that there's hype around him, but let's just calm down a bit. Keep him grounded, keep him humble, so to speak. But he looks like a brilliant talent. So best of luck to him.
No, I think preseason is more like fitness, just to get players back into rhythm, into shape for the season, and then that's when the season starts. And then you have preseason to get you ready, prepared. Odegaard needs a backup. I think Eze would be a good.
Odegaard needs to be backup to someone.
I think Eze would be a great player to play instead of. I think he should play instead of Odegaard. I think Eze is better. Call me crazy, but I think Eze is a better player.
I don't understand why Odegaard hasn't been tried in the left 8 position.
In the left 8?
Yeah, where Rice normally plays. He's got the stamina to go box to box. Like, why hasn't he been tried though? If Xhaka can do that role, why can't Odegaard?
You don't think Rice is more of an 8 than a 6 though?
I don't know what Rice is. To be honest, I think. Honestly, Akevin, I'm not a tactician. I don't know, but I'm just saying if you need to shoehorn Odegaard into the team due to him being the captain, why not test him out in the left 8 role? Especially when a Norgard gets injured or a Zubimendi isn't available,
Was laughing at Chelsea. Everyone is. I mean, there's no reason to laugh at Chelsea. I mean, they've just won.
No, keep doing it.
Chelsea was just a one moment thing. What the PSG game? Everyone's jealous of them. Sorry, go on. What were you gonna say?
No. I get what you're saying regarding. I mean, you could consider it a one-off tournament, but you did mention earlier Chelsea won the Champions League in order to be in that tournament. So, to what extent is it a one-trick pony?
They're gonna have that badge for 4 years now, the World Champions League.
They're going to be fucking unbearable for 4 years as well.
Yeah. Big up to Don C, another Arsenal fan. So listen, you've got like 4 Arsenal fans in the chat. Big up to Don C every single time, bro. Make sure you guys show some love to Don C in the chat as well. He's a real one, absolute real one, bro. That's my guy.
And he speaks facts more than anyone.
He does, 100%. Maresca, pretty smart football mind. Chelsea fan channels will bring the signing. I said Enzo Maresca would be good. Maresca has proven himself to be actually a good manager. Because I expected him to win the Conference League, he did that. I expected him to kind of mount a title challenge last year. Obviously, I'm not trying to say at the start of the year. When Chelsea were within touching distance, I said they definitely have to go for the league now, surely. And then all of a sudden, heads just drop. They fall off a cliff, and then they were in a top 4 battle at the end. So listen, Maresca, I think next season Chelsea are in a title race. I think this season they're in a title race. This is what I think. But sorry, you wanted to add something?
What regards to Chelsea being in the title race? Well, needless to say, I hope they aren't. Do I think they will be? I'm not too sure. They might be there and thereabouts. I mean, to be honest, I don't really know how to judge Chelsea. I have no real reasoning for or against it, to be honest. It's just whatever will be, will be. I think they need to improve on their backline. I think they're going to need to improve on their backline if they are to mount a serious title challenge.
That quote is actually from a song. It's from K Sarah.
K Sarah Sarah.
I love that. I love that song.
They're going to Wembley. Arsenal probably aren't.
The OG song is quality though.
It is Doris Day, if I'm not wrong.
Sorry?
Yeah. I think the original singer is Doris Day.
I think so.
Yeah.
Black Cats take a bite out of the Magpies for sure. Maybe. Oh, I can't wait for that. I can't wait for Tyne-Wear Derby. I can't.
At the Stadium of Light.
Both. I genuinely can't wait, bro. It's been long overdue. Sunderland needed to come back up for a long time. This is the time. Big up to Bush Baptiste every single time, bro. Big up to you, man. Big up to you. A Liverpool fan, but keeps it real every single time. Big up to you, bro. Norgard will be endo for Liverpool last season. Will be like endo for Liverpool last season. Maybe.
Well, I hope he is in terms of we run away with the league and he's just there and thereabouts whenever we need him.
Genuinely, you could move on Norgard next season and sign someone even younger next season. You could profit off next season and sign someone much younger, I think.
Since when did Arsenal Football Club make profits out of him?
Was this not a free transfer? Or was this like a 30 million signing? 30 million.
13 million.
13
or
million.
12 million.
That's actually not bad, considering his price and his age. That's not.
Akerin, we're in phase 7 and we've won fuck all. We need more than Norgard and midfield, even as a backup.
Jorginho and. Sorry, go on.
No, that's all up to see.
Jokeris was like a late sub, wasn't it?
Yeah, 13 minutes left.
Happens to all managers that get found out. Arteta is just as in Pep, and Arteta always wanted to rival Pep, not Liverpool United. Arteta is full of ego, not good unless you back it up. Fair enough.
That's the thing that pisses me off the most. What has he won to warrant this ego that he has?
So Norgard is actually 11 million. All right. Cool.
13 million euros, maybe. But the previous comment made a good point. At the end of the day, why has he got this massive ego? When he chucks away a league title, having been 8 points clear in April, and having led the league for 93% of the season.
15, spot 17. I think it was a time when when we played United, when Arsenal versus United, I think that he was talking about. FA Cup Ars wanted the most, cannot allow Man United to win the FA Cup. Hey, listen, if we win the FA Cup, let's share it. and the next year, we'll take the crown back. Because we had the most, and then Arsenal came knocking down then they took the FA Cup. So yeah. Owners love him. Not gonna bang over and support the club.
I mean, he makes a good point. The owners do love him. And why is that, Akron? Because he finishes in the Champions League places. What do the Champions League places get you? More money. It gives the owners more money. And which is what, like, I'm sure people that watch this channel regularly are going to get sick of me saying it. But at the end of the day, Arteta's job is always going to be safe as long as he delivers Champions League football for the Kroenkes. Doesn't matter about trophies. As long as he's getting that Champions League football, they're not going to give less of a shit.
Neil Moore has also said, where is he from again? Chelsea? Is he a Chelsea player, Neil Moore?
I think I've heard of him before. I think he's a midfielder. Proper market opportunity right there.
Yeah, Liverpool's some nice youngsters. I mean, Liverpool have got some really good academy players. Connor Bradley being one of them as well. Eze will play left wing. I don't think Eze should play left wing though. I think he should play centrally. That's his best position. Rice pops the. Sorry, go on.
No. I think I'm just going to reiterate what I said. I don't think that we could sign Eze, and he might be a bit of a maverick. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I mentioned the over-reliance on the right-hand side, with Saka having to take a man on and cross, with Ben White having to overlap, with Ødegaard constantly being in that area of the pitch, in comparison to Martinelli being isolated, the striker being isolated, and Declan Rice having to bomb forward. Regardless of whether we get Eze, I don't think the coaching is going to change, and therefore I feel his strengths might be nullified if he does come to us. And I feel like we won't get the best out of him.
Yeah.
And fundamentally, as we've seen over the last 6 years with Arteta, he won't get us over the line again, no matter who he buys. That's my opinion.
Sorry, go on.
No, that's my opinion.
Eze, Ødegaard, Victor, and Saka will cook. That's a good front line, but I just think Ødegaard is one issue. I don't rate Ødegaard to the extent that some Arsenal fans do. Like when he first came in, like when he first started, I thought he was actually quite decent in his early days. Now it's just he's not the same player as he was. I think the injury might have changed him as a player. Do you not think the injury might have affected him as a player? Do you think he kind of felt the injury?
Well, this is what we were hearing for the whole of last season. Obviously, he had his injury in the September international break, and obviously he had a child and whatnot. But I mean, 8 months afterwards, and he's still putting up shit performances. I'll admit, you said when he first came into Arsenal, you thought he looked good. I never rated him. I never thought he was that good for us. And he had that good season in 22-23, and he was good the following year. But that's 2 good seasons out of 4 or 5 if you count the loan at the back end of the 2021 season. I've never obviously he's a good player, but can you imagine him lifting up a Premier League title? I can't. As a captain, I absolutely can't.
Who knows? It depends on this season, bro. That's all I'm saying. It depends on what happens this season. But sorry, were you saying back end of which game was it? The back end of 2021? What were you saying?
No, when we loaned him in the January 2021 transfer window,
Right.
I didn't rate him that highly. I don't think he played too well. Obviously, he's a good player, but is he captain material? I don't think so. Not all this about leading the press and being vocal on the pitch. What have you? We have the likes of Declan Rice. We have Gabriel. We have other players that can do that.
Yeah.
And
Sorry.
no, it's okay. It's okay. I forgot what I was going to say.
No, it's okay, bro. It's all good, bro. You finished.
I forgot what I was going to say. It's just if I just don't understand why the entire team has been built around him. I think that's a huge mistake, and we're reaping the lack of rewards for it, so to speak.
I agree. It should be built around Saka, in my opinion, or Declan Rice. That's the team that should be built around. And Saliba. Because you got some quality players there. You need to build around them properly to make them stay for long. Be more like a 4-2-3 on meetings. I think Arteta does play a 4-2-3, doesn't he? Isn't that?
No, it's more like a 3-5. It's more like a 3-4-3 when the left back inverts. Obviously, he plays a 4-3-3 on paper, so I'd say he doesn't play a 4-2-3-1 that much.
You can't count Eze as part of your team yet when the club isn't even contacted him yet. Eze's a principal player. Like, look, for me, what we're trying to say is we just wanted to sign, like, for Arsenal, not for me, I was here. As for Josh, he wants Eze in his team. He's just saying Eze would be a good player if he does sign. Obviously, we know that he's not an Arsenal player yet, so obviously we can call him Crystal Palace. But if he does sign, then that would be a good signing. So we're just
Eze is likely to join Arsenal. It looks as if Eze might come to Arsenal. He's been heavily linked with Arsenal, and he used to be part of Arsenal's academy. So it's a realistic rumour. I was talking about if we do sign him, which is looking slightly more likely than usual, how would he fit into the team if we did get him? And what would I think the limitations would be for him under this coach, should we get him? At the end of the day, it is all hypothetical. That's what I keep saying. Football debates are all hypothetical. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what will happen or what might happen. We just consider what could happen. And if we do sign Eze, I was talking about what possibilities he could go down. And based on what I've seen of his manager, how would he perform as part of our club, as part of the player on our team? That's what I was trying to get at.
First season was 7 out of 10. Decent. Manchester United fans was chilled out and not get credit for wins. Yes, we played with Jockey marked by Bournemouth. Well, that's how much they miss Howson and Kirkus. That's how much they missed him, I guess. When you let go of 2 of your best defenders, 2 of your backsided defenders, because obviously you have a left back and a center back. That's why I say backsided. I mean, look, it's gonna kind of hurt. So listen, that's the one thing that Bournemouth might need to look at replacing December, because Iraola is a good coach. He's a very good coach. I think he plays some good football, but it's just like I said, letting go of their best players might hurt them in the long run. So yeah. Win the trophies, but that dip in form costed them the domestic trophies.
Maresca.
Oh, the Maresca. Okay. Fair enough. I'm just getting through the comments, people. And then we'll move on to the next topic. Yeah, we're gonna move on to, I think, what, fan hypocrisy, or you want to move on to poor atmosphere at certain matches? What do you want to do with that one?
Maybe fan hypocrisy. I'm not too sure. I mean, this has been a good debate in and of itself.
No, it has been for sure. As they wants to Arsenal, and hoping he can say what I want and like. Yeah, and yeah, I'm good at fantasy too. Norgard 11 million. I mean, that's a good deal. That was a good deal for a player like that, but he's not Arsenal worthy though. You could have gone and
He's
get like for example, you could have maybe got
listen.
a so
2026 will be Arsenal's 22nd year without the league title. It will be our 139th year without winning the top European competition. Or if you want to start from 1955, that's 51 years going into 2026. Well, 61 years, I should say. Um, how is Norgard going to contribute to a title challenge? How is Norgard going to contribute to our European
no idea.
performances? He's not going to. He's not going to do much, is he? With Zubimendi playing in front of him.
Not gonna do much though.
Exactly. So my thing is, why not sign a player that can contribute more so, that can push Zubimendi and Declan Rice for their places? Because Norgard isn't going to do that. He's just another stopgap signing, and we're not in the position to sign stopgaps. We're in the position to sign fucking players for the here and now that will perform week in, week out and lead us to these major trophies that we're so desperately lacking.
I heard. And even better predictions. Super bro. Top one global
I'd love to know his powers, man.
Yeah, nah. More Sports World people. Go sub to him if you want to people. More Sports World. Just search it up, it's right there. And there's Arsenal's problem as a fan base. You are just making up scenarios where you win the league, and it's called being delusional. Simple. That's true.
That's not what delusional means, but alright.
I mean, Arsenal fans just love to live in like a fantasy world where they think everything is going well, and then one.
When I speak, Akavan, does it sound like Arsenal are doing well?
No.
When did I mention us winning the league? I've explicitly said countless times that we're not winning anything.
Big up to Rajat though. Big up to you, bro. Big up to Rajat. Oda very good, but take a lot of time on the ball and doesn't really get amazing GA. He likes to hide behind defenders. That's the biggest issue with Odegaard. He loves to hide. He likes to ghost in games, and this is the biggest issue. Like, you need your captain to be available. I don't rate Bruno Fernandes to the extent that a lot of United fans do. But one thing that Bruno Fernandes does is he makes himself available in the middle. He doesn't hide behind defenders like Odegaard does. That's the difference between them two players. You know what I mean, bro?
Indeed, I do. I think it was when we reviewed the Arsenal PSG games in the Champions League semi-finals. I feel if we had Bruno Fernandes in there instead of Odegaard, we would have had a better chance of clawing that. We would have had a better chance of clawing the scoreline back. And that's genuinely how I felt at the time.
No, I agree with you. Bruno Fernandes is the better player, in my opinion. I don't rate Odegaard to the extent, but I mean, he was a good player at the start, but I don't think he's better than.
I just don't know, man. It's just it swings and roundabouts every season. It's the same old shit. It's like I can't see a scenario in which anything changes based on these preseason performances. It's the exact same problems as we had last year.
Last season, many players Odegaard, many players formed up. Odegaard's one of them. Even Martinelli too. 22, 23, 22, he was a top player. I can say the same for Martinelli as well. Both of them had good seasons that year.
Well, Martinelli 22, 23, yeah.
Sabarni and Senesi, so that they got absolutely smoked by United. Doesn't matter. Anyways, big up to you, Rajat. Yeah, we'll do 1 hour 30 minutes. Yes, we're gonna do 1 hour 30 minutes. Yes, we are. Just around that 1 hour 30 minutes, around 1.5 hour stream. Big up to Rasta Stocks. Make sure you guys go and sub to Rasta Stocks. Please get him to 950 subs. He's on his way to 1,000 subs, guys. Come on, people, go and support Rasta. We're gonna go live on his channel tomorrow morning, so make sure you guys tune in. Mikel's not a great coach. I agree. Sack Arteta now. Yep, I think he should be sacked. Yep, he should be sacked. He's a United fan, but he knows that Arteta ain't the one. But anyways, we're gonna move on, people. I spoke about Man United already before on shows. City haven't played preseason yet. I think Chelsea not yet. Obviously, the Club World Cup. Arsenal Spurs played today. Spurs have been playing. Newcastle have been playing. I think they just played in. They lost to FC's. They lost to Korean team Newcastle 1-0.
They did. The
Yep.
K League 11.
Was it FC Seoul? Sorry, was it FC Seoul?
I thought it was for K League 11. Well, that's what Google said anyway.
But anyways, we're gonna move on to fan hypocrisy. And what I mean by this is, I saw a debate online. I saw a question that was asked by Rising Ballers FC. Big up to them, right? On Instagram. I saw a poll. I saw a question. Are the Man United fans from London plastic or glory hunters, I should say? And obviously, I have one simple answer to just give you: no. No. You choose, you reap what you sow. You choose who you support. It's really not that difficult to understand. There's so many fans worldwide who support different clubs. Bro, there are fans from the UK who support Thai clubs. I'm not even joking. I literally go to Thai League games. There are people from the UK in Thai football shirts. Yes, they might have a club that they support back home, but there are some people from the UK who work in Thai football as well, right? So let me just say this, right? It doesn't just apply to fans in the UK. It applies to fans all over the world. You can support whoever you like. You've got one life, live it. You can support whichever club you like. It doesn't have to be your local club. People say, "Oh, you support your local club." No, you don't. You do not need to support your local club. As Dennis Bergkamp once said, and you sent me this quote, and I'm going to read it out right now. Or unless you want to read it out.
I can't remember it word for word. I'll let you go, bro.
I got it right here. When you start supporting a football club, you don't support it because of the trophies or a player or a history. You support it because you found yourself somewhere there. Found a place where you belong. Quote unquote, Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp. Literally. That's Dennis Bergkamp saying that. You know?
I must belong in the bin.
Sorry?
I must belong in the bin to get stuck supporting this club. I don't know. You know what, Akarin? I went to my first game when I was 10 years old. Summer of 2015, Emirates Cup game. Arsenal beat Lyon 6-0. I fell in love with the club then. I remember walking up and I saw the Emirates for the first time and I was like, yes, this is brilliant. This is amazing. This is what I want to be following. This is who I want to be following. Seeing the Mattia Flamini flag outside the ground. I found a place where I belong, so to speak.
It's called dinner plate, Raja, not lunch plate. Sorry, go on, bro.
No, Dennis Bergkamp's quote rings true. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter where you're from. If you find a place where you belong, you know that's where your heart's going to be set. I think you mentioned a few streams ago. I think you broke up with your girlfriend after 6 years, and
Yeah.
Manchester United finishing 8th still hit worse than that.
More.
Genuinely, that's fucking insane. But that's what football does to us, and the fact that we've spoken about this before on this particular podcast, but you are one of the most passionate Manchester United fans I've ever interacted with.
Appreciate it.
And you live halfway across the world. You don't have the opportunity to go to Old Trafford, hardly, if ever. And yet, you're still so passionate, you wake up at ungodly hours in the morning just to watch your club lose more often than not. And some people have the cheek to question you as a fan, just because you weren't born in the UK. I would say have the privilege to be born in the UK, but I only mean in terms of not being nearer to Manchester. Just because you're not from the UK doesn't mean you can't support a club in the UK. Simple. And we've been through this before. I guarantee you, the majority of people in this chat don't go to the clubs they support week in, week out. And there's nothing wrong with that at all.
Yep.
There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. You may not have the geographical location for it. You might not have the money for it. And that's completely fine. You know? No problem whatsoever.
All our clubs are our local clubs because they belong in our heart. We think of them 24/7.
See, this sounds really corny, but at the end of the day, just you're stuck with your club, man. I guess it's kind of like falling in love in a way. I mean, you can't really remember doing it, but at the end of the day, you can't look away. You can't break off from it. It's like an addiction almost.
Sorry to interrupt you, bro. Eric Cantona once said, "You can change your wife, you can change your politics, you can change your
Religion.
but you cannot change your favorite football club." Simple. I chose Manchester United because my family supports them. My family all the way over here in Thailand. We live 10, 12 hours away from the UK. We're 6 hours ahead. We have to watch games. The latest games over here are at 3 a.m. Genuinely. I've had to stay up at 2 a.m. on a Sunday night to watch Manchester United play a late 8 p.m. kickoff or a 7 p.m. kickoff on a Sunday night before. And I've had to watch Europa League final heartbreaks. I've had to watch Cup final heartbreaks. Stayed up late night to watch my team, but fans want to say, "Oh, but you're a fake fan," or you support the club from overseas, or you don't really have what do you call a say because you're not from Manchester, you're not from Old Trafford, you don't really go to the games. Do you know what they used to attack you? I bet you've never been to a game in your life. What does that have to do with me going to a game? I watch games from home. Isn't that the same as watching games at Old Trafford? We're watching this game. We're watching the same game, aren't we?
Let's put it this way, Akavin. It's safe to say that near enough 100% of the fan base want the Glazers out.
Easily.
Are you putting money into the Glazers' pockets by watching them back home in Thailand?
No. Actually, yes, because the TV broadcasting goes all the way to the UK. Kind of. It kind of does.
Are you bringing in as much money to the Glazers as the match-going fans are?
No.
And that is no dig at match-going fans, but at the end of the day, if you're so adamant on wanting the Glazers out, are you not harming the club more by spending your hard-earned money to fund these rats that have constantly taken the piss out of your club over the last 20 years? You know?
Yeah. Off that logic.
And yet you're having to go at Akavin here, who wakes up at early hours in the morning just to watch his favourite team lose week in, week out.
I woke up at 6 a.m. to watch the West Ham game the other day. 8:30 a.m. in the morning to watch the United game today versus Bournemouth. You know what I mean? But apparently, in my opinion, probably doesn't matter because I'm from overseas, and I'm just like, bro, you have one life. Support whoever you want. It really does not. It's really not that deep. It really isn't that deep who you support. You're from Norwich. You support Arsenal.
Yeah, family from Islington, which is why I got passed down. Unfortunate that Arsenal was the first stadium I ever went to, which is probably why I fell in love, so to speak. You know, it's just, you know, I've said this on this channel before, but my parents had to buy me a punching bag so I could take my anger out on that whenever Arsenal lost a game when I was younger. And you have the fucking cheek to tell me that I can't have an opinion on the club when you're fucking there, when you're fucking sitting there week in, week out defending a manager that's won nothing in 6 years.
Exactly.
Come on now.
And I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about.
Well, no, that wasn't aimed at anyone in particular. Don't infer that. Well, I mean, apart from Cameron, but anyway. Anyway, it's like I did not have anger issues over supporting this club. I did not punch my punching bag. I did not punch my wall. I did not break my iPad after Arsenal lost a game just to be called a fake fan because I don't have the privilege or the money to go there week in, week out. When I have stuff like university commitments, when I have a lot of family stuff to do, you know? And I can just access it off the TV anyway. Well, unless it's a 3 o'clock kickoff, which is a completely different debate. Don't come to fans like me or Akavin just because we found a place where we belong. Don't have a go at us if we don't go week in, week out. Because you are the first people to talk about how much you hate your owners. But at the end of the day, you're the ones putting the most money into your owners' pockets. And we're not having a go at you for going to the games regularly, but don't have a go at us because we don't or we can't.
You know what pisses me off, bro? People say we're toxic and negative, but aren't people being toxic and negative by calling us out and by hating on us for supporting our club? Isn't that toxic and negative?
If the aim of sport is to win trophies, isn't it more negative to continuously back a guy that's won fuck all and failed to deliver for 6 years than it is to call it out and
Yeah.
ask for someone with a proven track record to take us over the line and do what's best for the club?
Is wanting to win so toxic now? People say
and this is it.
Because of having high standards.
This is it, Akabin. What was I going to say? It's like we all want our clubs to win, and we disagree on how we get there, and that's fine. But don't attack me because I don't have the money to go to Arsenal games week in, week out. Don't attack Akabin because he happened to be born halfway across the world. And let's be honest, I bet Akabin is glad that he lives in Bangkok instead of Manchester.
Oh, trust me, bro.
So
right, in this country twice, and the best game I've seen was us beating Liverpool 4-0 in Thailand. Trust me, I'll take that all day, every day than going to a game at Old Trafford and seeing them stink it out every single week.
With a leaking roof with rats infesting the stadium.
That game, 28,000 Thai baht.
That's quite a lot.
I'll show you. How much is 28,000 Thai baht?
Isn't that around £500? Which is quite hefty.
Let me what do you call it?
Thai baht, pound sterling. Oh, don't remind me of sterling, fucking hell.
28,000 Thai baht. Hold on, yeah. UK pound. Wait, hold on. British pound.
GDP.
647 British pounds I've had to pay for that game to watch a friend.
647 pounds.
United versus Liverpool during COVID lockdown, 2022. We were still wearing masks around that time, bro, in this country. I went to the game. I just recovered from COVID anyway, so luckily.
That was when Darwin Núñez missed the open goal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. That was class.
We slapped them 4-0, bro. And our bench came on and nullified Salah and the whole Liverpool first team, and we slapped them 4-0. Listen.
And I guarantee you that was one of your best footballing experiences of your life.
I flew to Singapore to watch United versus Inter Milan in 2019. I flew to watch Man United versus Inter Milan. We won 1-0. Mason Greenwood scoring the winning goal. I went to watch Manchester Derby, although I couldn't stay for the full game because it was hella cold. I couldn't handle it. I was kind of feeling too cold. I had to leave for my own safety. Otherwise, I didn't want to get sick. You know what I'm trying to say? It was cold. I couldn't handle the weather. I saw Sir Alex Ferguson. How thankful and blessed I am. And these fans want to call me fake. Yeah, I've seen Sir Alex Ferguson in person. I've not met him face to face, but I saw him from the stand. And it was his last season ever, thankfully. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've only been a few yards away from Mikel Arteta, to be honest. You know, less said about that, the better. But honestly, man, it's just don't have a go at us because we don't have the same privilege as you.
5+ years, 1 trophy. Basically. Barca completely destroyed. So
7-3 wasn't it?
Yeah, I saw the score. It was like 7-3, 7-2, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
7-3.
Big up to Lumen. Community Shield lunch plate doesn't work. It's actually a dinner plate, bro. It's not a lunch plate. Big up to Rajat. Big up to you, bro. Off that logic, no fan is better than other, and next fans support the same club. No fan is better than any fan. But no fan should be calling us out for supporting our clubs. At the end of the day, we have different opinions. We don't have the same opinions as the majority, but it doesn't mean we're fake fans. It doesn't mean we're fake fans or anything. You know what I mean? Don't have none. Have some favorites from Thai food. You tell me your favorite, bro. Big up to you. Oh, no connection. You're not local. What do you know about them? Bro, I've grown up watching United win. Yeah, I don't care what we've won. I'm blessed to have seen us win. So I wouldn't change that for the world. Yeah, I ain't changing my opinion.
I know the ins and outs of Arsenal's history, genuinely.
Funding
And that's not a flex, it's how obsessed I have been with this club throughout my life.
45.
So when people try and tell me that I'm a fake fan for not backing a manager with 0 trophies in 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
no, don't
Funding
fucking go there.
and funding both of our wank ownerships and management. That's just what it is, bro. That's what the fans do. Mikel's talking. Excuse me. Mikel's talking about wait till Gyökeres will start playing. What does that mean? Well, in
Wait
my
until he
mind,
start. Wait until he starts playing, and it will be as shit as Lacazette was probably, knowing our luck.
bro, we haven't even played him Wemo yet. He's gonna play against Everton. I'm like, isn't that what fitness? Isn't that what preseason about? Building fitness? And he said he's not fit. Might as well try and give him some minutes.
Building fitness, yet you play Saka for 77 minutes until he's run into the ground again. Yeah, yeah.
But we're gonna move on to the next topic. I mean, I know we've spoken about fan hypocrisy. I think we've spoken about it enough. All I'm gonna say is, I'm gonna say it one more time. You've got one life. Support whoever the fuck you want. Don't care what anyone has to tell you. You don't need to support your local club. You could be from the UK and support Newcastle from fucking Australia. You could support what do you call you could support some team in the MLS. You could support some team in Brazil. You could support some team in South Africa. Why does it matter? You're from any. Does that count? Does that not count as overseas fans? You know what I mean? Like you could support whoever you like. You've got one life. Support whoever you like. You can be from Barcelona and support Real Madrid. It does not matter. It really does not matter.
That is quite scummy to be fair.
It is. I've seen a few. I know at least a couple of Liverpool people from Liverpool who support Manchester United. At least a couple. An author visited my school. I was in a British school in Bangkok. It's called St Andrews. I was in that school. A British a Scouse author came to my school and he told me he was a United fan. Years ago, I remember he told me that.
It's crazy, guys.
Oh wait, this guy's from Liverpool. He supports Man United. I'm like, hey, listen, that's cool. That's cold. That is cold. I can refer to the NBA. It's hard to find a Lakers fan in Boston, but it's very easy to find a Celtics fan in Los Angeles. You know what I mean? It's kind of that way. Portugal, New Zealand, and Japan, bro. Literally, it does not matter where you're from. Like you could be from Thailand and you support a club in the Indian Super League because it's your choice. It really does not matter where you are from. Like I said, I'm gonna reiterate: support whoever you like. One life, live it. You know what I mean, bro? And in the same
Exactly. Yeah, we better move on. It's just don't have a go at people that don't have the same privilege as you do. And that's a life lesson as well as a football fan lesson.
Agreed, bro. But make sure you guys slap in the likes, hit subscribe. We're gonna move on to the next topic now. Let's get to 15 likes, people. We're getting so close. And let's get a 375. We're 2 subs away, guys. Come on, 2 subs away. Shame we didn't hit the 400 goal mark at the end of by August. But listen, I would love to be at 420 subs by the season starts. At least 420. Come on, people. Keep subbing and keep subscribing. Sorry. Keep subbing and keep liking. That's what I meant.
Keep
Sorry.
subbing and keep subscribing, people. Come on.
It's
Been a long day for Akron.
long day. It's been a long day. I'm listen. I'm in. Yeah, like I said, it's been a long day. Let's go. Let's go to the next topic. Poor atmosphere at certain football matches, and I know you brought this up in the chat. You brought this up in our group chat about atmosphere, or I think you brought it up in a private chat about it. I'll let you introduce it, bro. Introduce the topic.
Well, Akavin, this is our third topic of the stream. We could continue this in the next stream, but for now, I feel like for this stream in particular, we can link it back to what we were previously saying with fan hypocrisy. You have a go at us for not going to our team week in, week out. The stadiums up and down England. And yet, when you are in the stadium and you are sitting down and munching on your pies and whatnot, you're not making the same noise as a fan base from Germany or France or Spain. At least if you have the privilege of going to Old Trafford week in, week out, or going to the Emirates week in, week out, at least make some noise. And that's the main point I'm trying to make here. This is how I'm going to try and connect it to the rest of the stream. It's like I don't understand why there is such a problem with atmosphere, particularly in England. I mean, you even look up in Scotland and you look at Celtic fans or Rangers fans week in, week out, and they're fucking insane. One thing I think with England is that it is incredibly pricey, so people see it more as entertainment than it is a sort of tribal atmosphere, like you see in Turkey and whatnot. But overall, I think there's a whole host of different reasons as to why, and we could be here all day. I'll let you hit it off, and I'll let you. I'll hear what you have to say as well, because it'll be interesting to hear your perspective.
I was just gonna say, bro, like it's just kind of, you know, it kind of pisses me off because, look, United fans want to say Glazers out, Glazers out, Glazers out, but they always go to stadiums, fill the pockets of the owners, and then talk about calling themselves true fans. But you want to call me a fake fan for calling everything out and doing what's required as an elite level football club. I want to remind people who I support here. Yeah, the second or the first biggest club, as most people would consider it still, as the biggest club in England, due to financial revenue, due to global, what do you call it? Global
fan base.
Yeah, I support Manchester United Football Club here. I want to remind people that this is the biggest club in England, or one of the biggest clubs in England. If you think Liverpool are still the biggest, or Liverpool are the biggest, fair enough. I think United are bigger, slightly still, only because of global presence. That's the only reason why I think it's bigger. Liverpool are more serious and they're acting more of a proper club. But I want to remind people, we had the most league titles in England. Right? We were the only ones who had won the treble. City have now won it. You know, City are catching us up on league titles in the Premier League. Yeah, Liverpool have now equaled us in Premier Leagues. I'm calling this out because I want my club to be what it is and what it should be. Josh was calling Arsenal out because he wants Arsenal to be what it should have been 21 years ago. Continuously from 21 years ago. Right? We're not fake fans. We're not toxic. We're just saying what we think. We're just saying how we feel. And at the moment, Manchester United should not be where we are. We shouldn't have allowed ourselves to fall this low. That now it's going to be hard to pick us back up, and it's going to take years and years and years of constant rebuilding. You know? I want to remind people who Manchester United are. Yeah? They had the most trophies in England at one point. They were dominating English football. Like nobody's ever seen before. 13 league titles in 20 years. In 20 years, 13 league titles. That is domination of the highest order in English football. I don't think anybody's ever done that before. Anybody. So I'm sorry, if anyone wants to call me a fake fan, I want Manchester United to win trophies. I want United to win. And if Manchester United end up winning the FA Cup this year, I will celebrate it. I'm not. It's not a low life trophy. It's one of the most prestigious competitions in the world. I will celebrate the League Cup. Why? It's a trophy. And people want to tell me, oh, our aim shouldn't be to win the League Cup or FA Cup because we should aim to get back into Europe. Fuck all of that. I want to see Manchester United win silverware. That's what made us the biggest club in England, no? Silverware. So at the end of the day, I will celebrate trophies over Champions League qualification. And that's all I have to say, because I support the biggest club, one of the biggest clubs in English football history. And I will stand by what I said until this fan base wakes itself up and actually demands more from the club, starts raising the standards. I will keep calling this out. I will constantly call this out. And people want to come in fake fan, do whatever you like. No problem at all. I really don't give a flying fuck. At the end of the day, I want United to be successful. Be successful. I want United to start dominating English football again. United versus Liverpool. United versus Liverpool needs to happen. It needs to happen in English football. The rivalry needs to properly come back. It's still a rivalry, don't get me wrong, but to compete for league titles, we want to see it. We've only seen it once, and not for long after that. So, like I said, I'm demanding from the very most of my football club, and I only want it to be successful because why? Because I want it to be what it is and what it was. I'm absolutely fuming at this fan base, man. Genuinely, I don't understand why this fan base just keep lapping up bullshit mediocrity every single week. You want to tell me that I have that my opinion does not really matter? Fucking hell, man. Typical, bro. So I'm just tired of this, bro.
I think that's an excellent monologue to end on. I mean, you've just summed up my feelings towards this club and this fan base as well.
Zabar needed PSG. Big up to Prime. Big up to you, bro. Hope you're well. I'll see you on the Premier League shows next year, bro.
Thank you, Prime.
Marquinhos will be a sub now. Okay. Yo, go Fabrizio. Put Ben Cisco Bomba right now if you want to check it out quickly. I will do about bidding global. Global appeal. Yes, that's it is. That's what it is, bro. We have the global appeal. It's evident. Go look at India. Go look at Asia. Go look at USA. Go look at the following of Man United around the world. It's not up for debate, man. We are up there, marketably one of the biggest clubs in the world. Yeah, and success-wise as well. Yes, we've underachieved in Europe, but our recent history will tell you otherwise. That we shouldn't be what we are. And I know Josh has said the same about Arsenal. He says the same about Arsenal.
I've said the same about Arsenal for the past 1 hour and 22 minutes.
Check for bits here. I'll try. I'll go and check something.
It's just, Akavin, you summed up, that was a beautiful monologue. You summed it up perfectly there. You summed it up absolutely perfectly. And I think that is by far the most clip-worthy segment that this stream has had. Without a shadow of a doubt. It's fair play to you for that. I need to learn how to speak that coherently as well on the stream. Because that was insane.
Bro, it's all good, bro. At the end of the day, you say what you feel. It's just speak from the heart. Speak from the mind.
Yeah, that's the problem, Akavin. Speaking from the heart, I mean, that'll get you in trouble often.
Until you're winning Premier League and Champions League. Yeah, but still, I still want to win the FA Cups and the Carabao Cups. I still want to win. At the end of the day, they're trophies. They're trophies I still want to pick up. If you're having a bad season and there's only one trophy up for grabs, which is the Carabao Cup, you're taking it. You're leaving the season with something, you know what I mean? You're leaving the season with something. So, Josh, have you spoken on your thoughts on Gyökeres and expectations? Yeah, he did. At the start of the video, he did.
Yeah, Prime. Yeah, it's not looking too good. That's what I'll say.
Same word from Romano. No, it's not nonsense, bro. I'll just read it out, bro. I don't know why you think it's nonsense. All right. Because United have already informed Leipzig that they're prepared to send a bid for Sesko if the player accepts to join them.
This is the same player that was scared to compete with Kai Havertz last season. So that's a bit of a warning. Genuinely, he was. That's not me bullshitting. That is a genuine report from, I think, The Athletic. He was genuinely scared of competing with Havertz last summer. So good luck with him, Akavin. Although knowing I like, he'll join you before match week 1 and he'll fucking score against us. But oh well. Him or Cheetah.
Another Arsenal fan. Do you think Sesko will go to United? I hope so. And I hope we send Højlund the other way. Sesko's decision was the old news from yesterday. Yeah, but if United are prepared to send a bid, then that's not old news. Yesterday it was between it was between United and Newcastle. Now it's only United. From what I'm seeing. So listen, I hope it's only United, and I hope he's right. Hope he comes to piss Newcastle. Bro, Newcastle are having an awful transfer window. James, like you remember James Trafford. We ended the show. We didn't even notice James Trafford to Burnley, to Man City. Here we go. So
Poor fuckers, man.
yeah,
But then again, they always beat us at St James's Park, so fuck them at the same time.
Newcastle still in the race. Okay, well let's hope. Let's hope he makes a decision fast then. It's gone from he's picking the confirmation that he's ready to start bidding. Yeah. Anyways, until the decision is made. Anyways, guys, we're gonna end it now. We're gonna wrap it up here. Unless you want to.
That was quite an emotional spillage, Jacobin, I've got to admit.
Unless you want to add something, bro, it's all good, man.
No, it's just I think you summed it up perfectly a few minutes ago with your 1 minute monologue. Or epilogue, I should say, as it was towards the end.
Make sure you guys
It was beautiful.
And make sure you guys hit subscribe because we are getting ever so closer to 400 subs. Keep subbing. Keep supporting the channel. Let's get to 15 likes. And let's get to 375 subs. We are 2 subs away from 375, guys. Come on. 2 subs away. Only 2 subs needed, guys. At least 2 subs will do. Come on, guys. And support. And obviously, Josh will be here next week. I think, Monday? We'll be back Monday to recap. To talk more about the fan hypocrisy and atmosphere football matches and more.
Monday or Tuesday?
Around Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, about one, yeah.
We'll let you know. I've scheduled the streams so far, but I'll reschedule with you then. Alanga and Ramsey.
Sounds good.
Yeah, but what have Newcastle done this whole transfer window? They've hardly done any business. And if Isak goes and they don't get a replacement, oh boy, you watch the Newcastle fans start protesting outside. Because don't forget, go look at the way no, who was that lady again that was working for Newcastle? What was her name again? I think she was working for the Newcastle board, and she sold her share, or she left.
Not. I was about to say Karen Kearney. No, what's her name?
No, that sounds.
I know
familiar.
who you.
Fairly, I think it sounds familiar, right?
Is it Karen? No, I swear she's a pundit. Who I know who you're on about. It's that really weird looking. I was about to say Kathleen Kennedy at first. What's her name? I genuinely can't remember.
Amanda Stabley.
That's it. Yeah, I got the Lee right at the end.
She was co-owners of Newcastle, holding a 10% stake out of the Saudi-backed takeover in 2021. Okay. Getting Sesko doesn't stop Liverpool from getting Isak. It doesn't, but it slows it down. And that's what you want.
Are Newcastle in the position to sign a striker?
If they sell, yeah, I mean,
are they in a position to sell Isak without getting a replacement in? Or do you reckon they'll have to sell Isak anyway?
No, they need to line up a replacement before selling Isak. Either Wissa, Watkins, or get someone from Bournemouth like Semenyo or someone like that. You know what I mean? Someone who can play up top. Because they lost out on Mbuemo. They lost out on so many players. So that's why. They'll eventually sign someone with Isak money. Yes, but they need to line up a replacement first. They can't just sell Isak and not replace him. You know what I mean? That just line up a replacement before. Otherwise, they'll lose a huge player without replacing. Couldn't get James Trafford maybe because of the connection to Man City. Yeah, that's true. I think City had a buyback clause, right? That's why I think they activated it, if I'm not mistaken. Up to the club. Newcastle can make him maybe not go. No, I think he'll leave. If Newcastle make him train at Real Sociedad, or if he's training at Real Sociedad, means he just wants to leave, bro. Clearly, he wants to go. He will check both options and make his mind up. Fair enough. But Josh, you want to say anything before you close out?
No, man. I mean, what you said earlier regarding fans. I mean, that was perfect, and it would be a disservice for me to come up with anything like that because it just won't be the case.
So,
that's all.
Josh, there, man. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Subscribe and leave a like. 15 likes, 380 subs, or whatever you want. 375, 380, whatever it is. Get there, people. He's training there because he's on a selling clause. Because there's a selling clause. Yes, but it clearly it kind of just tells us he doesn't want to be there anymore at Newcastle. Newcastle are making him train alone. He didn't even go to the preseason with Newcastle, so that just tells you everything you need to know. He doesn't want to be there. He's not going to be there, and he's negotiating a move away. So listen, we'll see what happens. But guys, we are going to close out. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll be back on Monday or Tuesday. We'll keep you updated. Keep you posted. Peace, people. Take care. Come on, United. Let's go.